Hello, today's pencil puzzle is a lazy river from Inkwell Games, aka a simple loop. This is for Sunday, May 31st. This game goes live tomorrow for non subscribers. I do have a subscription, and so I'm able to do the preview puzzles. But starting tomorrow, you'll be able to play this yourself, even without a subscription. And this is not a sponsored video. All right, it's just, I think it's a good source for simple loops, which I think are probably a really good pencil puzzle to start out with, especially if you're looking at loop puzzles. So how do we play this one? This is going to be difficult because it is the Sunday puzzle. So what we need to do is we need to draw a loop in the grid. Loops start and end at the same spot. Now, the loop can't cross itself, so we can't do something like that. That's a crossing, not allowed to cross itself. Can't branch out, and do other things. And the only other rule is that, obviously, maybe not obviously, but the loop does not enter black cells, does not cross black walls, and it must visit every white cell. And that's it. I'm going to get started. I don't have a good way to reset the timer, I don't think. So the big thing to understand about loops in any pencil puzzle that does non-crossing loops is that every cell that's part of the loop, in this case, every cell in the puzzle that's white, will have the loop cross 2 out of its 4 edges. It goes in and it comes out. Because it's a loop, there's no start or end to the line, and there's no crossing, so you can't do more than 2. That would be a crossing. So as a result, any cell that has only 2 ways to go has to take both of those ways. And we call those corners and tunnels. So this is a corner. Just look for every corner. It's always good to just seed it with the corners. Now, this one here could go down or up. It's tempting to connect those, but this could go here and that could go down. And so you're going to be building up different sections of our loop, and then eventually they'll connect up. I don't recommend trying to just draw a loop, especially on the hard ones. That's just not going to work out for you. So this one here is a tunnel because it's not allowed to go through the left wall, and it can't go here because that would be a branch. Like these aren't allowed because of the way the line is going, right? So we're going to have to go straight down through there. And now this is a corner because we can't go that way, can't go above the grid. I'm sure I'm missing some corners here. This one has to go straight through. It's a tunnel. This one goes through. This one goes through. I think they call them channels because it's kind of water themed, but I like to call them tunnels. Or some people will just call them corners, even though they're not corners. It's a forced move, basically. That's a corner. That's a corner. That's a corner, and so is that. You just have to go around through there as well. All right. These can't both go up because now this is a dead end. It has only one way out. So one of these, either the left or the right, takes this one. It could go straight through. Oh, no, it can't go straight through because that's a dead end as well. So one of these is taking this one and the other one's going up. I don't know which is which, though. We're pretty symmetric right now. This is a corner. I think I should scan a bit more carefully for corners here. This is a corner, actually, because we can't go here. So that's a corner. And then now this is probably a corner. Yeah, this is a corner. This is a corner. It's very easy to make a mistake accidentally. So be careful with your corners. Let me just undo that real quick because it felt too easy. Can't go there, can't go there. Yeah, it's a corner. Okay. What about this one? We can go right, we can go down, we can go left. So that's not a corner. This can go up or down. All right, we're going to be careful here. What about this one? So we haven't extended this anywhere yet. So this could go left, right, or down. Nope, not there. Maybe no more corners. What's this guy doing? This is actually a tunnel. This is kind of what I was talking about, where this needs to be taken. This goes all the way through. In fact, this was a tunnel, and then we have to continue to here because we can't go left or right. And so we don't know if this connects to the right or this connects to the left. This is a corner. What about this one? Can't go right, can't go down. So yeah, that's a corner. And now this has no choice but to go up. This has no choice but to connect to that guy. This can't go left because now this is stuck. Because if we went up, we'd make a little tiny loop, which wouldn't be allowed. It has to be one loop, not multiple. So if this went left, it would force that. So this goes up. And now this has nowhere to go but up. In fact, it's always had nowhere to go but up. at least not always, but as soon as we did that corner. And this still can't connect that way, so this goes up. These still can't connect to each other, so this goes up again. This now has nowhere to go but up, and we can't connect to this because it would be a loop, so this goes right, and this goes up. There we go. Okay, this is a corner. Missed that one. Is this a tunnel? No. So one thing to note about, so this is kind of a really nice way to holistically talk about these puzzles or certain situations, which is we kind of have this, we can draw this area here. In fact, I think it's worthwhile using my pen tool here to kind of describe what I'm talking about. So if I block off this area here, we're just talking about this little square region here. How many ways can we get out? Well, we can get out through here, we can get out through here, we can get out through here, and we can get out through here. So there's 4 ways to get in. And right now, 3 of those are being used to get in/out. And so we can't have 3 ends connect to each other. So we're going to need this to happen in order to have 4 ends coming in here so that we can have one, we can pair them up. So that is a forced move for that reason. And now this can't go left, so it's going to go down. And this needs to get taken by someone. I get the, yeah, I'm not sure how these connect, either like this or like that. So we may have to, I don't know, it feels like this needs to be resolvable without any other information. So, oh no, the other information is like, how does the loop actually go? So we may have to wait on that. All right. What about this one here? It can't go down. Can't go left, so that is a corner. Ooh, okay. What about this one? So one thing we know about this one is we can't do that because that's a tiny loop. And so we must take this one, but we don't know if it goes down or right. Depends on which way the loop goes. All right, what about this guy? I'm not sure. Same with this one. Did I miss anywhere else? It's like an obvious corner or something. This guy has a few options. What this one can't do is go left and right. That makes a small loop. So it's going to go down. We just don't know if it goes left or right with that. This is a corner. I missed that corner a million times. I missed this corner a million times. All right. So which way does this guy go is really the question. Feels like it should go right, because if it goes left, it's kind of encroaching on itself. In fact, I think that's true. If it goes left, we kind of have a problem here. In fact, I think in general, we can draw, I don't know where to draw it, but this region around here-ish, it's already got, does it have 3 ends? I don't know. This could go down. This is a corner. If we take this corner, maybe it's more obvious what's happening here. What I can't do is attach this end to this end. And I feel like if I went left, I'm forced to do that. Right. If I do this, this has to go down. And then this has to go down. And now I've made a little loop. So we aren't going left, we're going right, which is kind of the more natural thing to do. Now this has to go left, and these both have to go down, and that connects there. So now we know that this connects to this guy, and this one goes up. Okay, so now we know that this end can't connect to this end. So, and if we tried to connect it here, these would get isolated. So it's got to connect to this one. And I don't think there's any way for that to happen. Yeah, we can't go down. Right, this one can't go down, so it's going to go right. And now if it went down, it would have to connect to this one, which wouldn't be any good. So it's connecting to this one, and these connect there. We can't go right because that would make a little loop here. So we're going to go up. And this one can't go up, so it's going right. And this one now has to attach to that one. And now this is a corner. And now this is a corner. And this one is stuck. It has to go left. This one could go up or left. But what's this one doing? That's a corner. So now this has to go up. This has to go left. This has to go down. Oh, and we just finished. Okay. Nice. I liked some of the logic there, especially this area, this 3x3 area where we had to get a fourth end in. I don't know how much that helped, but it was fun to think about. And then the logic of this one not being able to connect left was also interesting. Cool. Well, how'd you do?